Fort Dunlap starts the history of American expansion into the Miami River Valley in 1788 after John Sims purchased 300,000 acres of land. In 1790, Sims had John Dunlap survey and plot the land he had purchased. The rolling hills and winding river reminded Dunlap of home, so Dunlap named a 106-acre area after his hometown, Colerain, Ireland, starting the history of Colerain Township. On a bend in the Great Miami River, at what is now Heritage Park, Fort Dunlap's memorial stands. Behind the memorial, trees outline the fort's walls, and to the right, the Blue Rock Toll House displays some of Colerain's history. By 1791, 30 people were living in the fort. They had their own land in the area, but at night, they would come back to the fort for safety from the Adena tribe who were violating the Fort Finney Treaty. During the Northwest Indian War, plans for a siege on Dunlap were made. On January 8, 1791, an Adena scouting party ran into a group of 5 travelers. 3 of them escaped to Dunlap, 1 of them was captured, and the last was killed. 2 days later, the Adena approached the fort and demanded the residents to surrender, using their captive as an interpreter. During negotiations, gunfire broke out and a 24-hour skirmish ensued. The Adena planned to burn down the fort but failed, forcing them to retreat. After the failure, the Adena had no use for their captive, so they pinned him down and built a campfire on his stomach. The people in the fort heard his screams throughout the night, slowly diminishing in volume as life faded away from him. The Adena returned at dawn, sure they would take the fort from its inhabitants, but the occupants bravely repelled these attacks. Then, to the defenders' surprise, the Adena retired the siege, fearing reinforcements would arrive soon. After the attack, Dunlap was abandoned by its occupants due to the danger in the area. Although the fort was abandoned, it still holds an important part to Colerain's history. Fort Dunlap helped start a migration between the Miami rivers, risking life to give farmers more land for crops. You should visit this landmark because the toll house is a surviving building from the era and it also has some of the area's history on display. You can also visit the grave of Abner Hunt, the man who was captured by the Adena. And most importantly, without Dunlap, Colerain Township would not be what it is today.